My name is Princess Blessing Osaige. Hello, beautiful. For short, Peebee. A lot of people don't really know me so much. Those who have an idea about me used to wonder what kind of a woman is she? But in this introductory class to my story, or the part one, you get to find out who Peebee really is. Um, I came from a polygamous home. My mom was the first wife out of four. My dad got married to four wives. Boy, that man was really strong. And as a seventh child out of eight, I love to sing. I love to dance a lot. I love to play when I was growing up. I love play a lot. I love book. I love to read. I was the kind of person that I like to do things differently from others. I don't like to be in the general group where somebody's doing a particular thing, everybody goes in that direction. No, 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 not for me. I like to do something, you know, in a different way from usual. So I like it. And because of that, I love to read. I like to, find out new ways of doing things. And when I was growing up, the opposite sex was my friends. I have a lot of them. And then people used to think that, this girl, she's a sports child. But far from it, you know, it will amaze you that even when I was growing up, even the friends I have was boy, intelligent people. All through my primary session, my failure was a third. And that third is with a cry. It has always been top class first, you know, because I was good at what I do. Being that I came from a polygamous home where we come back from school, we'll go and hawk, we'll have to sell. Then my mom used to cook. She would tie this rice, put it on a paper, we'll put it on her head, we'll go and sell. And even when I come back at night, I'll have to do my assignment because I just love to read. Reading was part of my hobby. And dancing, you can't take that away from me. But as even as a progresses as I journey became a teenager, all these things were still in place because there was so much aspiration for the future. I told myself I wanted to be a medical doctor. I remember when, even my teachers will always come to me, my parents, and say, boy, whatever it will take you to train this girl, make sure this child goes to school. Because I was, the first in everything. You can't take that from me. And all that continued even in the secondary school. Everything was going on so smoothly, and everything. I mean, everything. Even as a child, then through the help of my elder sister, blessed memory, she introduced us to Assemblies of God Church, and we were going there. Every activity as a child, choir, I'm there. Dance, I'm there. Bible recitation, I'm there. Whatever activity. So I had a very exciting life as a child. While growing up, it was a very beautiful experience. It was one with God and God only. And my relationship when I was growing up before marriage, I was involved in just two relationships with two men. The first one um, was, I thought I was going to end up with that one. I smiled because, that was one relationship that got to me when it was wounded. Even my parents know the person that was involved in it. We could communicate with our eyes. When I laugh, until I interpret my laughter, you didn't know what it meant. But this person can tell you the meaning of my laughter as in every single time. And he was correct. I saw a future with him. I saw, we're building up, boy, we're building up a whole lot of stuff. So I never thought I was not going to end up with him, really, until a woman came in between us. And the relationship we built for years. I mean, someone will always say, marry your friend. It's very true. He was my friend. From a tender age, he was my friend. So he was someone who truly knows who PB was. But when the woman came in between us, I had to walk away. And when I got into the second relationship, well, that one didn't last so much. I thought, well, that one was going to last because even when I was involved in the first one, this guy first showed that he loved me, but I didn't choose him. I went for the first one. And when the heart was broken with the first one, I went to the second one thinking, oh, maybe he was the rightful person to end up with, but funny enough, it wasn't. And that was how it ended. So before I later found and got married. Okay. And my sex life, when I was growing up, I was not that kind of a girl who was, people thought because I had an opposite sex as my friend that, man, this girl was nothing to be written about. But I had my dignity. I had my pride as a woman, as a young girl, as I was growing up. You know, I grew up with standard, even though I came from a polygamous home. I told myself, this is it. This is how it goes. I'm not the kind of a woman who believes that a man needs to do everything for you. Mm-mm. I'm a hardworking young girl even now as I was growing up. I believe that I have hands, I can put my hands to work, I can make money for myself, I can buy a car for myself. I don't need a man to buy a car for me. If you buy a car for me as a man, it should be an added addiction, it should be a plus, not because I'm waiting for you to buy for me. Mm-mm. I believe anything I want to be, I can be. And if you decide to do that for me as a man, kudos to you. It shows you're a real man. So that was the kind of mindset I had when I was growing up. Until a lot of stuff happened. The old pages of my life turned. I mean, the aspirations, the desires, the expectations I had for the future, everything turned around. Everything crashed. I remember then, even my academic, my educational background, I was in 400 level in Abruz Ali University, studying microbiology. When 400 level first semester, my name was posted that I was not eligible student of the school. I couldn't explain that. But later on, I understand and I got to find out that someone who handled my admission, who I thought were same household of faith, like the Bible says, did the wrong thing. And I wasted 4 years of my life. But anyone could be responsible for the level that you are, but no one is responsible if you decide to remain in that level. So I got pushed on. I remember starting all over again, went to write jam, and eventually Uniben didn't give me admission, and eventually I got admission in Delta State University where I read a 5 years course, and I ended up being a lab scientist. Listen, I will end for in this particular place right now. There is no problem you're going through that is new. Whatever your situations are, someone has already went through it. So giving up is not a choice. Quitters, they say, never win, and winners never quit. So in the next episode, you're gonna find out how the page is turned, how I was almost crushed by the situation of my life, where all the fears I had as a child, as a teenager, became my lifestyle, and how I dealt with those things by the help of God, and how I came out successfully, how I began a new page of my life, how I was mocked by the people who I thought were going to be there for me. Then I realized that, there's a parable in Benin Agboma or Mary. In other words, now your life, now you come. When you succeed, you have a lot of people that will celebrate you. When you fail, you have a lot of people also that will detach themselves from you. This is my story. How my fears became my reality. Watch out for the next episode. It's going to inspire you so greatly. So I'd like you to drop your comment. I'd like you to like my videos. I'd like you to share it. You never can tell someone who will watch and be inspired. There's no need to give up. You haven't come this far to give up. So don't give up, my special. There's still hope for you. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you.